Have you ever wondered where your dollar stretches furthest in America? Well, today we're diving into the numbers to rank all 50 states based on how much bang for your buck you'll actually get living there. Some states, absolute deals, great bargains. Others will drain your wallet faster than the US deficit goes up. So to figure this out, we're going to use two key stats. We're going to take the median household income for each state, and we're going to take the cost of living index. The formula is simple. Take the median income and divide it by the cost of living index. The result? We'll call it a bang for your buck score. The higher the score, the further your money goes. Basically, if a state is cheap to live but pays you a lot, you're going to be a lot better off financially than if it's very expensive to live but you get paid very little if you work there. Let's kick things off with the top performers, and spoiler alert, Hawaii did not make that list. At number 1, we have Maryland. Maryland's median household income is $55,810 a year, and the cost of living index is 98.9. This gives Maryland a bang for your buck score of 564.5. Did you know Maryland is also home to the Chesapeake Bay, which supports a massive blue crab industry? Next up is Washington with a median household income of $59,920 and a cost of living index of 113.6. Washington has a bang for your buck score of 527.60. Washington is also where the iconic Space Needle stands, symbolizing innovation and progress. Rounding out the top 5 are Colorado with a median income of $54,000 and a cost of living index of 102.7, resulting in a score of 526. Kansas with a $45,000 median and 87 cost of living index, giving it a score of 521. And Minnesota, where the median household income is about $51,000, cost of living is 95, and the score is 534. Colorado is known for its outdoor lifestyle and booming tech scene, while Kansas continues to attract families with its affordable housing. Minnesota's combination of high-quality education and healthcare makes it quite a strong contender for families. Now let's talk about the middle of the pack. States like Texas with a median household income just under $46,000 and a cost of living index just under 93. It scores a solid 497. Virginia with a median income just under $50,000, cost of index around 100, has a score just around 496. Texas also boasts no state income tax, which is a big draw for many, while Virginia's proximity to Washington, D.C. makes it an ideal location for government and defense jobs. As we move lower into the rankings, we'll see states like California, renowned for its tech and entertainment and forest fires. California's median income is $54,000, weighed down by its sky-high cost of living at $145, basically, resulting in a bang for your buck score of just 373. California is also home to Silicon Valley, the birthplace of the world's biggest tech companies, but that innovation comes at a steep price and it drives the costs up. Hawaii, known for its stunning beaches and laid-back lifestyle, takes the crown for the lowest score of 273. With a median household income of $50,000, a cost of living of $185, Hawaii's paradise comes at a steep price. Did you know that Hawaii imports roughly 90% of its food, which contributes to its high cost? Here's the full rundown. We'll run quickly through every state, mentioning their median household income, the cost of living score, and the bang for your buck score. Alabama has a median household income of $41,000, cost of living of $89, and the bang for your buck score of $466. It's the birthplace of the civil rights movement, believe it or not. Alaska with a median household income of $56,000, cost of living score of $123, and the bang for your buck score is $455. It's home to the northmost point in the United States. Arizona has a median household income of just under $48,000, cost of living score of $113, and the bang for your buck score is $423. It's one of the sunniest states in the United States. Arkansas has a median household income of $39,000 and a cost of living score of $89, which gives it score 439. It's known as the natural state. California has a median household income of $54,000, with a cost of living index of 145, giving it a quite pathetic score of 373. It's the most populous state in the U.S. Colorado has a median household income of $54,000, with a cost of living of 103, giving it a score of 526, which is actually pretty good. It's one of the healthiest states in the U.S. Connecticut has a median household income of $56,000, cost of living is 111, and the score is 502. It's home to the first hamburger ever made. Delaware, with a median household income of $49,000, cost of living of $100, gives it a score of 491, which is not too bad, and it's known as the first state. Florida with a median household income of $45,000, a cost of living of 102, giving it a bang for your buck score of 440. And this is the fattest state in the US. Georgia with a median household income of $45,500, cost of living is 91.5, gives it a 497.5 bang for your buck score. It's home to the world's busiest airport. Hawaii with the median household income of $50,500, cost of living of 185, gives it a pathetic score of 273. It's the only state in the US made up entirely of islands. Idaho has a median household income of $44,000, the cost of living is 102, giving it a score of 433. It produces more potatoes than any other state, which is probably not a surprise to anyone. Illinois has a median household income of just under $49,000, cost of living is 95.5, giving it a bang for your buck score of 511. It's the birthplace to the skyscraper and Abraham Lincoln. Indiana has a median household income of $45.5, cost of living of 91, giving it a bang for your buck score of 498. It's called the Hoosier State. Iowa has a median household income of $46.5, cost of living index is 90, and the score is 513. It's known for its vast cornfields. Very exciting stuff. Kansas has a median household of $45,000, cost of living of 87, and the score is 521. It's the geographical center of the contiguous US, and it's flatter than a pancake. Kentucky has a median household income of $43,730. The cost of living index is 93, giving it a score of about 471. It's home to Mammoth Cave, the world's longest cave system. Louisiana has a median household of $41,000, cost of living of 93.5, giving it a score of 442. It is famous for Mardi Gras celebrations. Maine has a median household income of $47,500, cost of living index of 113.5, giving it a score of about 420. It's the only state with a one-syllable name. Maryland has a median household income of just under $56,000. Cost of living is around 99, giving it a score of 564. And it's home to the U.S. Naval Academy. Massachusetts has a median household income of about $61,000. The cost of living index is 147, giving it a score of 413. It's where basketball was invented. Michigan has a median household income of $47,000, cost of living of 92, giving it a pretty good score of 508. Has the longest freshwater coastline in the world. Minnesota has a median household income of just under $51,000, cost of living is around 95, giving it a score of about 534. And it's known for its high voter turnout. Mississippi has a median household income of $37,500, cost of living is 87.5, giving it a score of about 429. This is the birthplace of Elvis Presley. Missouri has a median household income of about $45,000 with a cost of living score of only 89, giving it a score of about 506. It's home to the famous Gateway Arch. Montana has a median household income of $46,000, the cost of living is 94, giving it a bang for your buck score of 486. And it has more cattle than people. Nebraska has a median household income of $46,400, a cost of living index of about 93, and the score is about 500. It's the only state with a unicameral legislature. Nevada has a median household income just under $45,000. Cost of living scores around 100, giving it a bang for your buck score of 447.5. It's the driest state in the US. New Hampshire has a median household income of just under $50,000. The cost of living index is around 111.5, giving it a score of around 448. Now, they hold the first presidential primary in the nation. New Jersey has a median household income of just under $55,000 with a cost of living index at about 115, giving it a score of about 478. It's the diner capital of the world. New Mexico has a median household income of about $44,000. Cost of living is about 93, giving it a score of about 470. It's home to more PhDs per capita than any other state. New York, median household income is around $57,000, with a cost of living is 123, giving it a score of about 460. And this is where America's first chess tournament was held. North Carolina has a median household income of about $45,000. The cost of living index is about 98, and this gives us a score of about 465. It's the birthplace of flight. North Dakota has a median household income of about $49,000, cost of living of about 92, giving it a bang for your buck score of about 530. It has the largest grasslands in the US. Ohio has a median household income of about $47,000. The cost of living is around $95, and that gives it a score of around 492. It's home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oklahoma has a median household income of about $41,500. The cost of living is about $88, giving it a score of about 471. It has the most man-made lakes in the United States. Oregon has a median household income of about $50,000. Cost of living is about $110, giving it a bang for your buck score of 455. It's the only state with a two-sided flag, so that's interesting. Pennsylvania has a median household income of about $47,500. The cost of living is about $95, giving it a score of about 500. It's where the Declaration of Independence was signed. Rhode Island, the smallest state, has a median household income of about $51,000. Cost of living index is about 112, and the score is about 453. South Carolina has a median household income of $42,000. Cost of living index is 95, giving it a score of 443. It's home to the oldest living oak tree east of the Mississippi. South Dakota has a median household income of $44,000. Cost of living index is around 92, giving it a score of 473. It's the fifth least populated state in the U.S. Tennessee has a median household income of about $43,820. Cost of living index is about 90, giving it a score of about 487. It's home to the Great Smoky Mountain Range. Texas has a median household income of about $46,000. Cost of living scores around 93, giving it a bang for your buck score of 497. It's the second largest state in both area and population. Utah has a median household income around $47,000. Cost of living is about 109.5, giving it a score of about 430. It's the youngest state by average population age. Vermont has a median household income of about $50,000. Cost of living is around 114, giving it a score of 435. It has the smallest state capital by population. Virginia has a median household income of about $49,920. Cost of living is 100.5, giving it a bang for your buck score of 497. It's home to 8 U.S. presidents. Washington has a median household income of about $60,000. Cost of living is around 114, giving it a score of about 528. It's the only state named after a U.S. president. West Virginia has a median household income of about $40,000. Cost of living is only 85, so it gives it a score around 469. It's the leading coal producer east of the Mississippi. Wisconsin has a median household income of about $47,500. Cost of living is around 99, giving it a score of 479. It's the top cranberry producer in the United States. Wyoming has a median household income of $47,000. Cost of living index is about 95, giving it a score of 495. And this was the first state to grant women the right to vote. Remember, the bang for your buck score is just one piece of the puzzle. Lifestyle, weather, career opportunities all play a role in where you'll thrive. So, where does your state rank, and which state would you move to if you could? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.